Let's begin.
Good morning, sir. Today's my topic legality of object and consideration. A lawful consideration need not only have a consideration; it also need to have a object. Object means purpose of a contract. Consideration means something in return for for something given, and lawful means a permitted by law. But there are many cases the consideration of object are illegal and unlawful. Then every agreement and contract of which the object and consideration is unlawful is void. According to Section 23 of Indian Contract Act, consideration of object of a contract is unlawful and void. There are many situations when contract are unlawful, then it is void. First point is if an act is forbidden by law. It means if the contract, if the consideration or object of a contract is illegal or forbidden by law, it make the contract void. The second point is if an if an act if an act defeat defeats the provision of law. It means if the consideration or object of an agreement is is such that if it is allowed to be im, uh, to be to be implemented is defeat the provision of law is then the agreement is deemed to be unlawful. And the third point is if it is prudently. It means if the object of a contract is default or defraud or cheats a person, then it is void. The fourth point is if it involve injury to the third person or property of another. It means if any two persons enter into a contract with the object of causing injury to the third person or to cause a damage to his property, the contract having illegal consideration, then it is void. The word injury means criminal and unlawful harm. If if the contract regard it is immoral, well, the consideration of object of an agreement is such that contract regard it is immoral, then agreement is also void. The sixth point is if the contract regard it is being opposite to public policy. Public policy that the uh, public policy that principle of law which the hold no citizen can lawfully do that which has tendency of injuries to the public. An agreement uh, an agreement is unlawful with if the contract regard into a opposite to public policy. And the last point is agreement for which object and consideration is unlawful in part. uh, Section 24 deals with that. 24 Section 24 says where consideration of object of an agreement is unlawful in part, and unlawful part cannot be separated from the lawful part, then the whole agreement is void.